Now, this tax collector's interaction with Peter is very, very interesting because Jesus is not involved at this point in the story. This is a private conversation between the tax collector, who was a Jewish tax collector, not a Roman tax collector. So this tax collector wasn't seen as evil, like we've talked about a lot in the past. This is a tax collector that was hired specifically by the Jews for this specific purpose. So he asks Peter this question without Jesus present, which I think is an immensely important detail within the story. Because Peter answers on behalf of Jesus, yes. But then you'll notice as soon as he goes into the door, notice what Jesus says. It says, Jesus spoke to him first. That means Jesus knew about the conversation that just took place. And I firmly believe that Jesus was not happy about it. And if you want my evidence, look at what Jesus says to Peter. He says, what do you think, Simon? Now notice, we've called Peter most of Matthew, because that was the name Jesus gave Peter. Jesus in this moment, like full names, Peter, calls him Simon. You know what I'm talking about with full names. Your mama has called you your full name from time to time again. When your mama calls you your full name, you know it's not good. It is because he messed up in speaking for Jesus. This is something Jesus should have been able to address himself, because it's a very important topic when it comes to who he is as the Christ. And so that's why he explains to Peter using an illustration of a king and a prince right after that. He says, what do you think, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth take toll or tax? From their sons or from others? And when he said from others, Jesus said to him, then the sons are free. When Jesus is using this illustration, he wants Peter to understand that Jesus does not have to pay the temple tax because it's his house. This temple belongs to him. His father dwelling within the temple, that's his dad. This is of no obligation for him to take care of. And that's also comforting for us, because notice what he says at the end, then the sons are free. If you look at Romans chapter 8, verses 16 through 18, we learn from this passage that we are included within that royalty. That's the beauty of the sacrifice that Jesus makes on our behalf.